Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Band of Enemy Reactions, and I don't know how much more time I've got before I have to start. Before my mom and my nephews get home, I just don't know when. And I swear to God, if that freaking washer doesn't finish this comforter, I'm gonna scream, because I've been having to deal with that thing all day, and it's still not want to do. I've rearranged the comforter in there, I tried to rinse and spin, it ain't doing it. It just keeps on doing it. I don't know what to do with it anymore. I don't know if it's because it's just a big comforter or I don't know. Anyway, this is going to be my review for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood Episode 3. I really do not want to take off Episode 4. But I can't risk it. I can't risk it. 2 videos. That's all it takes is 2 videos getting strikes, and then my channel's gone. I can't risk it. I more than likely will take out all the Steven Universe videos as well, except for Rocknaldo, because that one is just doing so well. Then again, I could just take it off, do the review, and then I don't want to take it off though. It's got over 7,000 views. I really don't want to take it off. What do you guys think? Do you think I should? Or just risk leaving it there? Because so far, the Steven Universe videos are okay. But then again, that was the same for all the other shows. Anyway, Episode 3 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, we finally get to Leo's, whatever the name of the city is, where Ed and Al are there, and they're trying to find out more about the Philosopher's Stone, and they find out about a priest that can perform miracles, and they think that he's got a Philosopher's Stone doing it because he's not doing things that an alchemist should be able to do, or he's doing things that an alchemist shouldn't be able to do without a Philosopher's Stone, because he's not going by equivalent exchange. He's taking something small, for example, and making it gigantic without adding anything else to it. Because you can't make something from nothing. And there's a lot of big part of it with just a little flower. So it has to be a Philosopher's Stone. I love how Ed has to stand on a freaking box to see this whole thing, while Al could just see him just by standing there over the crowd. It's just funny. It shows that, yes, he is short, but he grows into his height. Don't worry, he does. Anyway, there aren't many of these for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood on my YouTube channel. There's only episode 3, 4, and then the finale. And then, do I want to count the Coma Theater stuff and the specials? I might have to count the specials. No, wait. I don't have to count the Blind Alchemist one, because that one's on Daily Motion. I'll figure it out. Anyway, but yeah, we find out. We meet someone, Rose, who's essentially a worshiper of Leto, the god Leto, apparently, who's granting the priest, the pastor, priest, rabbi, whatever you want to call him, the father, I guess you want to call him, all his abilities, because they think that they don't think it's alchemy, they think it's, God's divine blessing. And yeah. They'd probably do the same thing if it was magic. That's just how people are when it comes to stuff that doesn't make any logical sense. They think it's, has to do with faith and stuff. Anyway, Ed and Al ain't obviously... I don't think they really believe in... Well, technically, would they believe in God? Because they've both spoken with truth. Or technically God, if you want to call him. What do you guys think about that? But anyway, we actually find out that Ed and Al are getting attacked by the father, and he's not above trying to kill Rose if it means he's going to kill Ed and Al. And during the fight, he shows off his metal arm and his metal leg. And and explains to Rose that yes, this is what happens when you try to play God. And the reason that Rose is so faithful to the priest is because, well, he promised to bring her fiancé back to life because he had died. And obviously that would not happen. Even if you manage to somehow complete human transmutation, there's no bringing the dead back to life. And it's a bit different apparently in the original Fullmetal Alchemist, because it's still, the same thing, just he has actually been attempting it with animals and making a freaky deformed abomination involving birds. But yeah, Ed is chasing down the guy, and Al is getting something set up with Rose explaining, how they just wanted that the reason they did the human transmutation is because they just wanted to bring their mother back. And obviously get her bodies back now for the Philosopher's Stone. And Ed corners the father in the office and, has a chit-chat with him. And apparently the guy is wanting to have a legion of holy warriors that would do anything that he asks, even lay down their lives for him. And that's why he's doing this, because he wants an army to be able to take out the government and blah, 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 blah. And the funny part is that Ed tricked him into saying that over the intercom, which means everybody in the city heard it. So, yeah, he essentially outed himself as a fraud. And the guy tried to use the stone again to try and take out Ed, and that ends up having a backfire, which means either if it was a real Philosopher's Stone, it would be at its limit, and it would obviously, deplete itself and break, because even a real Philosopher's Stone will do that. But it ends up messing with him enough to where it backlashes and breaks after Ed kicks his ass, by, funnily enough, using the statue of the god Leto to smite the guy down, essentially. To make it big enough to where it harms a big fist and it jams right at the guy and knocks him out, and without the Philosopher's Stone, the guy essentially is nothing. And he begs for his life, and he essentially would have been put in prison had not Lust and Gluttony shown up, killed him, and Gluttony ate him. So, yeah. Anyway, now they're back to square one. And Rose is all upset because now she's not going to be able to, she doesn't have anything to believe in anymore, because what she was believing in is actually was wrong and was not right. And now she thinks she's got nothing to live for, because now she can't get her fiancé back, and her religion was essentially a lie. And Ed tells her that you have to stand on your own, learn to stand on your own 2 feet and live, essentially. And they leave. So, yeah. All that happened. Anyway, I will see you guys next time.